Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do more custom audiences, and we want to create some lookalikes as well. So to do this, we need to go to here, go to All Tools, and then Audiences. And then what we're going to do is we've got our retargeting one created, and you can see it's saying audience is too small because there's not really any data on it yet. But we can create some custom audiences now. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go to Create Custom, Website Traffic, and then here in this drop down, last time we did specific web pages, but this time we're going to do custom combination. And then this drop down, we're going to do an event. And when we click here, we can see all the events that we can create it based on. So we're going to do a view content one. And what we want to do is we want to create an audience of people, kind of like the retargeting list, who have viewed this page. So we just take this URL slug and click here, and then the campaign URL is what we use on GearBubble. So if the campaign URL contains this, and the event was view content, meaning they viewed our page, then we want them to go on to this audience, this list of people. So we make this for 180 days, and then what I'm going to do is call this view content, and what the campaign is 003. We know that's the right one, and then I click create. And now I'm just going to repeat this for my add to cart, as well as custom combination event. Here I do add to cart, and then I do campaign URL contains that. Then I'll go 180. Then I'll call this add to cart, and that's 003. Create. Okay, and I'll do one for the purchasers. So this purchase one is very important because what we can do with this list of people, this audience, we can actually, see they have value and currency in here too. We can actually have it so that we can exclude people who bought from seeing future ads for this product, which is very important because it saves us money. Because if they've already bought, then there's no point in us showing them an ad again. So future ad sets that we create, we're going to want to exclude this audience. And I'll show you how to do that when we get into the advanced campaign setups. So these audiences are too small right now in order to do the lookalike. But what we would do is we would click here and we do actions, create a lookalike. I don't think it's going to let me, but United States. And then we want to create a whole bunch of different ones. So this is what, it's a US 1% retargeting lookalike. And I think it's going to give me an error, but, oh, it did it. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so I didn't think it would do it because it's saying the audience is too small, but it is doing it. So I'm going to create the rest of my lookalikes for the retargeting, and I'll show you the ones that you should create first. There's 5 of them. So country again is what we have to keep typing in. So I want to do a 1%, I want to do a 3%, then I want to do a 10%, which is a huge audience. And what these are audiences that Facebook is going to build for us. They're going to create these, and then we can run ads to these audiences that Facebook creates. So what we do, we start with 5 for each of them, 5 lookalikes. So 1 for retargeting, like 5 for retargeting, 5 for view content, 5 for add to cart, 5 for purchase. So this next one is a neat little one, but you have to hit show advanced options, then put it to 1. And this is my 1 to 5%. So create. See that? US 1 to 5% retargeting lookalike. And then the next one I want to do is another one. United States. And then I want to click show advanced, select one audience, and then I want to do 2 to 6%. And see how big these are going to be? They're going to be huge. But these are going to be audiences that look like people who have clicked our link in this case. Then when we do view content, it's much the same, it's just a different angle. and then add to cart, and then purchase. So what I'm going to get you to do is go through and create lookalikes for these other three as well. You don't have to watch me do it because it's going to be identical to this. I'm just going to go like when I want to do the view content, exact same thing. I'm going to do a 1%, 3%, 10%, 1 to 5, and 2 to 6 for the view content. And then I'm going to do the 5 for this one, 1%, 3%, 10%, 1 to 5, 2 to 6. And then the purchase, I'm going to do the same thing. Okay? So you go through your list now. You have to have a purchase in order to do the purchase one. And you have to have an add to cart in order to even create this one. Because without it, you can't do it. So typically with these lists, they do update on their own. Some people say wait until you have a certain amount of people who viewed it before you create the lookalike. I disagree because these lookalikes are updated every couple days by Facebook. So you don't have to do anything. It's just like Facebook will go through and update the list for you. So there's no need to wait until you have like 100 people who viewed it before you create your lookalike. I don't believe that at all. Some of the experts out there say you have to wait, but I found you don't. You can create them as soon as you can, and they will just be updated for you. So these lookalikes are vital because we can now run ads to like this lookalike audience, the 1% retargeting. I can create an ad and I can run it to this, and I can even run it to this and exclude buyers. And I can run one to this and one to this. So these are like different ad sets that I can create and run ads to. So I'm not even using targeting anymore. Excuse me, I'm just using my lookalikes. And these are vital when you get into bigger budgets because they are huge audiences that you end up with. So I can't create the ad yet because these aren't ready, but you can see that they are updating the audience. So in the background, Facebook's put this into a queue in order to populate this with people. So, and how do they do that? How do they know? It's Facebook. They have data on everything. They know exactly what you've done online because if you bought anything, they even buy data from credit card companies too and attach it to your profile so that they can have their ads work even better. So these custom audiences and the lookalikes created on the custom audiences are super important for scaling, and they're super important for the next advanced stuff for campaign setups that I'm going to show you. So I hope the wheels are spinning here, and I hope you understand what these are. They're very valuable, and you have to do them in order to scale and really, really make some big numbers with this. All right, off to the next.